two accused, Amanda Jordache and her daughter Elizabeth Jordache, arrived at court with a family friend. Amanda Jordache faces murder charges in relation to the death of her husband Trevor Jordache. The case attracted widespread attention in February this year when, following the discovery of the body of Trevor Jordache under the patio in the garden of the house where the defendants live, a manhunt was launched which resulted in the arrest of the defendants in the Republic of Ireland.
God almighty, I didn't think there'd be telecameras outside.
What, after all the stuff in the papers?
Well, haven't they said enough about us?
Well, we're still big news.
Yeah, and you will be until all this is over. Better get used to it. I'll see you in a minute.
Hey, say cheese.
What are you doing?
Gone for the family album, mate. I'll catch us later. Oh, it's cheek of her.
Because you'd think you'd be safe in here, wouldn't you?
Well, it's nice to know all our friends and neighbours are here to support us. Parasites.
God, look at this place. Do you think it started without us, do you?
Shouldn't think so.
Well, where's our barrister? Shouldn't he be here?
Well, he'll be here somewhere, don't worry.
Court number 3.
Right, well, we better get along then.
Well, let's go to the cafeteria first and have a cup of coffee.
Well, have we got time?
Yeah, plenty of time. There's going to be a delay with starting, as usual. It's a problem with the judge.
What's wrong? It's nothing to do with us.
Nothing to worry about. He's just got to make a ruling on another case. Shouldn't be too long. Well, what have we got here? Very cosy. Happy families, is it?
I told you to stay away.
It's a globe to have you, Brennan.
I've come to see justice is done for what you did to my brother.
And what about what he did to us? What about the abuse and the torture and the rape?
What the hell's going on?
Go on, beat it before I have you thrown out.
Don't worry. I'm going. What was that about?
A case of this importance, and not a soul seems to have a clue what's going on.
Yeah, it's off its head, isn't it?
I mean, our whole legal system seems to be creaking under the strain. What's all that? Oh, I say, excuse me.
Name?
Sorry?
Name of the case.
Oh, Crown versus Jordache.
Crown and Jordache and Jordache. Body under the patio.
That's the one. Could you direct us, please?
You want the cafeteria?
Cafeteria?
Just a minute.
It's a late kick-off. Everyone's waiting in the cafeteria.
Ah, last-minute legal hitch. Spot of plea bargaining, no doubt. They're probably hammering out an agreement in judges' chambers as we speak.
He's tied up on another case. Oh, and a word of advice.
Yes?
Stick to the coffee. The tea's lousy.
Oh, the tea tastes like dishwater.
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this.
Morning.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
Scared?
I don't suppose all this sitting around does much for the old nerves either, does it? Any idea?
Waiting for his lordship, I'm afraid.
Oh. We'll just have to sit down then. So, make yourselves at home. Don't touch the tea.
Well, your barrister seems like a decent enough fella.
Fella being the operative word.
What do you mean?
Well, I'd have preferred if we had a woman on our side.
But Mr. Anderson's got an excellent reputation.
He's very sharp.
Yeah, but he's a man. He doesn't know what it's like to be raped. How can he possibly understand what we went through?
Look, you have to remember that most of the people in that court are males, and we need them on our side. Now, that might not happen if they see this as a woman's issue.
Oh, God.
Mick and Bing.
Friends of yours.
Come to watch us being thrown to the lions.
Oh, come on, Beth.
They're here to support us.
They're here for a cheap thrill because they've got nothing better to do with the time.
Beth, you are going to have to get used to a certain amount of attention. It is a public court. Now, you've got to control your temper.
So we've got to sit in there all week whilst they gulped us like goldfish. Just because we did what most people are too frightened to do. Yeah, well, that's great. So embarrassing. Go to the toilet.
You the usher, mate.
Name?
What?
Name.
What do you need my name for?
Name of the case.
Oh, the case. Well, actually, it's a friend of mine. Well, not so much a friend, you know. More of a neighbour, really. And, well, I was just passing, so I thought...
Name?
You know, you wait months to come to trial, and when they get you here, they keep you hanging round.
Yeah, well, we shouldn't be much longer.
Makes you laugh, though, doesn't it? If that was anybody else being late, they'd probably get done for contempt of court or something.
It's absurd in this day and age. Surely they make provision for circumstances like this.
Yeah, well, there's only one judge for this case, and if he's not available...
Then we have to wait around like spare parts.
You all right? Full of the joys of spring. Enjoying your day out, are we? Nothing on the TV?
Beth.
Come on, Ben. See you later, sir.
Yeah, okay, easy. Hey, take it easy, Beth. You're only going to go upsetting yourself.
You have got to cool down. This is nothing compared to what it's going to be like in that courtroom. You've got to keep calm.
I just hope the Jordache girl controls that temper of hers. No judge worth his salt is going to tolerate any of her outbursts, you know. She'll be held in contempt.
Can't blame her, though, Ben. I'm beginning to feel the pressure myself.
This is nothing compared with the cauldron of the courtroom, Nick. It's going to be a real pressure cooker atmosphere in there, believe me.
I've been there myself, mate. Stopping some scally from robbing my house. The pressure in that place, worse than the Derby match.
Crown and Smith, court number 5.
Oh, excuse me. Any news on Crown and Jordache?
Oh, sorry, friend. Still waiting on the big white chief. Crown and Smith, court number 5. Crown and Smith, court number 5.
Looks like things are beginning to move, eh?
Yeah, hopefully it won't be much longer.
Might be an idea to go to the toilet now with all this coffee we've been drinking.
I'm all right, I've just been. They're just down the corridor.
Right, won't be long.
Don't worry, I won't be going anywhere without you.
Juicy case like this. Gotcha.
What?
What are you doing here? I thought you said you weren't coming.
Well, so did you.
Yeah, well, I was just passing, you know.
Just thought you'd pop in.
Yeah. You as well.
Just passing, you know.
Well, now we're both here.
It'd be daft not to, wouldn't it?
You can wash your hands all you like, Mandy. They'll still be stained with Trevor's blood.
Leave me alone.
Like you left my brother alone. Buried under the patio, left to rot like an animal.
Please.
You wouldn't even allow him the dignity of a proper grave. Left the poor man's soul in torment.
Me and the girls, we were the ones in torment.
You made him do those things, Mandy. You drove him to it.
No.
Yes. Because you're evil, Mandy.
No.
You're evil. And you are going to get what you deserve. You and your darling Beth.
I'm going to get the solicitor.
It's too late for solicitors and barristers. They can't save you. Because you're going away forever. You and that evil daughter of yours. Evil bitches. Rot in hell.
Do you know, I bet they've organised a coach party. A nice guilty verdict and fish and chips on the way home.
Where is she? Oh, yeah, she's... Where have you been? What kept you?
It's her.
What?
It's Brenner.
What is?
Evil bitches rot in hell.
They may have. What's it got?
How do you know?
I've just seen her in the toilet. She used the same words.
Right. Beth! Beth!
I'll take that.
Hey, it's a Christmas present of all in, that was.
It'll be at security. You can get it back at close of play. God knows how you got it in here. Didn't you see the signs? No cameras allowed.
Yeah, well, we only wanted a couple of snaps, didn't we? You know, souvenirs from the courtroom.
You're lucky I haven't thrown the pair of you out. His lordship won't stand for this sort of behaviour in his courtroom. Now, you two, behave yourselves.
Suppose, but...
Good job I didn't bring our Max camcorder, didn't it?
For God's sake, Beth, you have just assaulted one of the main witnesses for the prosecution. It's not exactly going to endear you with the judge, is it?
She deserved it.
Yeah, too right she did.
The Crown and Jordache, court number 3.
This is it, Mum.
We're off. So listen carefully. I'm going to do everything I can to help you in there. I will encourage you. I will nurse you. I will cosset you. I will do all I can. But at the end of the day, of course, you'll have to help yourselves. So remember everything we've been through. Now, although it's only prosecution statements today, everyone, judge, jury, press, will be watching you. So stay calm. And above all, remember, we have a very good case. We can win. So good luck. See you inside.
Good luck, Paul.
Cheers, mate.
Are you all right?
Yeah,
Would you like a moment alone?
please.
Just a minute, all right?
Are we going to be all right, Sinbad?
Of course you are.
Do you promise?
I promise.
And you will wait for us, won't you? You won't leave us.
Of course I won't. I'll be waiting here till it's all over. And I'll be putting this ring on your finger, okay? Come here. Come on.
Sorry.
Let me go. I have nothing else.
All rise. The Crown and Jordache.
Proceed.
Please stand. Are you Amanda Jordache?
Yes.
Are you Elizabeth Jordache?
Yes.
Amanda Jordache, you are charged on this indictment which contains 2 counts. On count 1, you, Amanda Jordache, are charged with murder. The particulars of the offence are that on the 7th of May 1993, you did murder Trevor Jordache. Do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
You plead not guilty. On count 2, you are jointly charged with Elizabeth Jordache with the offence of conspiracy to murder. The particulars of the event are that on or about the 7th of May 1993, you did with Elizabeth Jordache conspire to murder Trevor Jordache. Do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
You plead not guilty. Elizabeth Jordache, do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
You plead not guilty. You may sit down.
We now swear in the jury.
Members of the jury, please take the book in your hand and read the oath which is on the card. And it is your charge to say, having heard the evidence, whether the defendants are guilty or not guilty.
Counsel for the prosecution, you may proceed.
Thank you, my lord.
I don't like the look of him. Looks like he's going to make real mincemeat of it.
Members of the jury, you have heard that Amanda Jordache has been charged with the offence of murder. The murder of her husband, Trevor Jordache. But what is murder? In the eyes of the law, murder is the unlawful killing of a human being with malice aforethought. Or put more simply, it is killing someone with intent. Amanda Jordache is guilty of murder if it can be shown that she killed Trevor Jordache and that indeed it was her intention to do so. It is the submission of the prosecution that Amanda Jordache is guilty as charged. Members of the jury, you have heard that Amanda Jordache is also charged, together with Elizabeth Jordache, of conspiracy to murder Trevor Jordache. Now, we know what murder is, but what is conspiracy to murder? Put simply, conspiracy to murder is an agreement between parties to commit murder. The offence is complete when the agreement is made. In other words, they only have to decide to do it. Amanda and Elizabeth Jordache are guilty of conspiracy to murder if it is shown that there was an agreement to commit murder and that both defendants intended to act upon that plan. Again, it is the submission of the prosecution that Amanda and Elizabeth Jordache are guilty as charged. The defendants have had much coverage in the press and on television, and before I continue, and I'm sure you will agree, my lord, I must ask you to put from your mind anything you have read, heard, or seen concerning the defendants prior to coming to this court. Your verdict must be based solely upon the evidence which is placed before this court. And above all, you must remember the defendants are charged with offences of the utmost gravity, the offences of murder and conspiracy to murder. If I may now deal with the specifics of the case and the evidence the prosecution will be putting before the court. The conspiracy to murder Trevor Jordache. Trevor Jordache, husband of the defendant Amanda Jordache and father of the defendant Elizabeth Jordache, died as the result of a single stab wound. However, it is the events leading up to the killing of Trevor Jordache which primarily concern us with regard to the offence of conspiracy. Before Trevor Jordache was stabbed to death, he had been poisoned. How do we know that? We will hear from a toxicologist that there were traces of poisons, dinitrophenols, found in the victim's liver. The report also states that this poison can have fatal consequences if administered, even in very small doses, to humans. This poison, a now obsolete brand used in the past for killing weeds, was only dispensed in containers carrying a clear warning regarding its dangers. Both defendants admit to obtaining the poison. Both defendants admit to concealing the poison. Both defendants admit to administering the poison to Trevor Jordache by mixing it in his whiskey. In short, both defendants admit to poisoning Trevor Jordache. Moreover, the poison administered by the defendants was of a type which gives little appearance of its presence when mixed with alcohol. This little-known fact strongly suggests that the defendants had given considerable time and research to their plan. And from their course of conduct, you are entitled to infer that there was an agreement between the defendants to poison Trevor Jordache. Let me remind you again of the definition of the offence of conspiracy to murder. It is an agreement between parties to commit murder where the parties concerned intend to carry out that murder. The prosecution intend to prove that there was such an agreement and that both defendants intended to act upon that agreement. However, the best laid plans, despite the considerable research by the defendants, the poisoning was not a success. Did the defendants show any remorse? Elizabeth Jordache, perhaps. Amanda Jordache, certainly not. Plan A having failed, she very quickly resorted to Plan B, which was to stab her husband using a kitchen knife. A cruder, but more effective method of getting rid of an unwanted presence. You will hear from the defense that Amanda Jordache was acting in self-defense when she took the life of Trevor Jordache. You will hear that Amanda Jordache acted to protect her daughter, Elizabeth Jordache, who was allegedly being attacked by the deceased at the time of his death. There is no evidence of such an attack on Elizabeth Jordache. Moreover, we will hear from a pathologist that Trevor Jordache was killed as the result of a single stab wound in the back. Hardly the handiwork of a distraught mother trying to protect her daughter. More the calculated blow of the clinical assassin. Amanda Jordache has confessed in tape police interviews to delivering this fatal blow. She has also admitted that together with Elizabeth Jordache, she then buried the body in the garden of their home. Sometime later, the body of another man was, by her own admission, intentionally misidentified as that of her husband, Trevor Jordache. Amanda Jordache has lied and covered up at every step. When one crime was not successful, another was committed. Let me remind you, murder is unlawful killing with the intent to do so. Amanda Jordache has admitted killing Trevor Jordache. That is not at issue. The question to be answered is this: was it Amanda Jordache's intention to kill her husband? The evidence this court will hear will show that it was indeed her intention to do so. The prosecution submits that both defendants were fully in control of their senses and aware of what they were doing. In fact, the evidence will show that Amanda Jordache and Elizabeth Jordache acted in concert and carried out their plan with considerable forethought, research, and contrivance. But when this initial plan went wrong, Amanda Jordache decided on a more brutal course of action. She took a kitchen knife and in cold blood carried out the execution of her husband, Trevor Jordache. The prosecution will prove that Amanda Jordache and Elizabeth Jordache are guilty of these heinous crimes.
And remember, coverage of the trial continues every night for the rest of this week at 8:30.